When I was in secondary school, my teacher looked me in the eyes and said, "You will never pass your WAEC, the Nigerian version of GCSEs." And the worst part was everyone believed them. My friends stopped asking me to study with them. Some teachers looked past me like I was already a failure in progress. I actually felt like that at some point. I lost confidence, I lost self-belief. But this episode isn't about the teacher who gave up on me. It's about the moment I stopped agreeing with them. I wasn't the star student. I was the kid's teacher side about before any roll call. I was the example of someone who's not going to do well in life. The one whose name felt like a warning. Eventually, I failed and had to repeat a year. While others moved forward, I sat in the same classroom watching younger students take my seat. Embarrassing? Yes, but it was also my awakening. That repeat taught me that failure isn't final, it's feedback. It introduced me to the first 3 R's of resilience, which I'm going to talk about in this video. The first R is reject. Rejecting doesn't mean denying the truth. It means refusing to let anyone else's version of you become your reality. At first, I internalized the label, the boy who won't make it. I started acting like it was true. Showing up late, switching off in class, flying out of the window, not wanting to be in class, not wanting to even go to school. Sometimes I skipped school. I pretended not to care. One afternoon, a friend handed me their notebook and said, "You actually explain things better than the teacher." And it was just a little explainer on literature that I had read. That tiny sentence hit me differently. It reminded me that someone else's judgment is a story, not a sentence. So I rejected the narrative. I was not good at sciences. So I focused my attention on the art subjects. I decided that if I was going to be called a failure, I would at least fall trying hard. Rejection isn't just something that happens to you. It's a decision you make about what to accept. And it takes me to the second R, which is reframe. Reframe means seeing the same situation from a different angle. Repeating a year wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. It gave me a second look at subjects I had rushed through or wasn't even interested, or I had told myself I was not good enough for these subjects. It built my interest in them. It gave me time to grow up. While others laughed, I watched patterns, how top students studied, how they wrote their answers. I collected notes from friends, how they used time. I copied systems, not people. And when it was time for my WAECs, I was ready. I told myself, this is my first and only attempt. And it was. I passed, not with headlines, but with heart. That result wasn't luck. It was a reframe turned into results. Reframing taught me a crucial lesson. You can't control the story people tell about you, but you can rewrite the ending. That WAEC certificate opened the door to me going to the university, and I walked through quietly. There was no celebration, just resolve. The third R is respond, turning self-belief into daily discipline. University was different. New people, new expectations, and the ghost of that old level still following me. Yes, I had passed my WAEC. Yes, I am now in the university. But that label still followed me unconsciously in my young mind. And every single day was a reminder, the journey you've been through, the water that I've gone under the bridge. And I was still a very young person. So I felt this could happen again. But I was working hard to make sure that doesn't happen. Every assignment felt like a test of identity. Will you prove them wrong or prove them right? So I set a new rule. Even on bad days, do one thing that makes you move forward. That rule carried me through late night study sessions and the constant pressure to be better than my past. Responding is how you turn belief into evidence, because belief without action is just a wish. So I'm going to try to explain the 3 R's again to you. So the first R that I talked about is reject. The meaning of reject is refuse negative labels. Ask yourself this question: whose voice am I believing? The second R is reframe. See failure as feedback. Ask yourself this question: what is this trying to teach me? The third R is respond. Act with discipline and focus. Ask yourself this core question: how can I prove growth today. Resilience isn't born from motivation, it's built from moments of defiance. When that teacher said you never write why you can pass in your life, they were wrong. But I'm grateful that they said it, because if they hadn't doubted me, I might never have discovered how much belief I could build on my own. To anyone who's ever been labeled a failure, reject the label, reframe the lesson, respond with discipline. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need proof that you can. If you like this video and you want more content like this, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, tell me your story. We can build a community where we encourage ourselves, we tell our story, and our story can inspire someone. And if this relates with you, don't give up. I'm here on YouTube to share my life's journey. I'm also on YouTube to build a community where we can work together, come together to build our platform where we can encourage each other, be a shoulder and a shining light for anyone who's been in this kind of situation. This is the Rebuild series. So I've got episodes and series of videos I'm going to be sharing you my journey through life and how I've been able to turn the negatives into positives, build resilience, put in the work, and turn naysayers to yes in my life. So subscribe and please share. And thank you for watching.